So the Rotax Raw returns as we get underway with our first of 4 finals for the last day of the championship season. Here it is, the grid for Mini Max and Mini Max Rookie, the final. Vince van der Hollen at the moment will start from pole position. Alongside him will be Victor Reutz. Next up will be Jensen Chalk and Michael Zayak. Jack Freeman and Jeff Verbeek will round out the top 3 rows, followed by Max Jolly, Maria Roberto, Vic van Kampenhout and Albert Ferro, who rounds out the top 10. Tafin Isken and Deo Steindal round out the top 12 ahead of Benediktas Masiokas, Ryan Rampadarath, Pauline Van Pret, Klaus Hans, Leon Hobos, Tristan Beals, Plamen Georgiev, Arthur Ferro, Dayan Habits and Ronald Venter. And now we get to the real talking point. Because at the moment, Jensen Chalk leads the way. Vince van Hollen second in the standings. Michael Zayak, Victor Reutz, Jeff Verbeek and Jack Freeman round out the top 6. This is also taking into consideration one of the 2 dropped scores. 10 results, that will include any exclusions that a driver might pick up during the season, will be put towards their championship. At the moment, if things finish as they are, Jensen Chalk will win by 11 points the 2024 title. Vince van der Hollen, 5.12. Michael Zayak, 3rd, 5.06. 4th, Victor Reutz. Then Jack Freeman on 4.87 and 4.76 based on the current drop score situation. However, that will possibly or more than likely change over the course of our last race for these drivers. 11 minutes plus an additional lap, which will then see 1 driver, well, 2 drivers, because Ryan Rampadarath leads the way on 401 points, including drop scores, 39 ahead of Albert Ferro from the United Kingdom. So the red lights are ignited on the starting gantry here at the home of champions. The Mini and Mini Rookie final gathers pace, gathers speed, but it's a full start. Front row was not alongside each other on the start. So van der Hollen accelerated and Reutz may have been slightly caught out or did not respond in time. And we have had a little coming together. Leon Herbos and Plamen Georgiev coming out of turn, well, going through into turn number 6 on the Europalan. However, we reset the ledger, so to speak. So last year, it was Jacob Ashcroft that took the Minimax title, Jack Freeman the rookie title. So we could very well be adding 2 new names to the list of the Roll of Honour. Minimax has also seen the likes of Max Sidursky, Jacob Ashcroft. Also, the likes of a certain 3-time Formula 1 world champion back in 2008 and 2009. Max Verstappen was the inaugural 2-time champion of this class way, way back when. 16 years ago was when Max secured his first title in the BNL. But we are primed and ready under starters orders for the second time of asking. Red lights on the gantry. The Mini and the Mini Rookie Final on Championship Sunday gets going right now. We're underway. And van der Hollen leads the field into turns 1 and 2. Jolly trying to go around the outside. Reutz trying to get his way through and stay ahead of Jensen Chalk, but Chalk trying to go around the outside at turn number 4, has to back out of it. And Jack Freeman has got himself up into 4th place. Vic van Kampenhout has also gotten through. They both got through on Michal Zayak from Poland. So at the moment, it is Vince van der Hollen leading the way. Second is Victor Reutz. Third, Jensen Chalk. Jack Freeman now moves up into fourth place. And who is behind Freeman? That is Vic van Kampenhout. So van Kampenhout gains another couple of places. Zayak finds himself down in sixth position. But van Kampenhout is using attack as the best form of defence. He's got through up into fourth place, past Jack Freeman, who's now in fifth. Max Jolly now up into sixth place, the Hunter Motorsport driver. It's all changing, but there is still plenty of this race left to run. 9 minutes and 20 seconds, plus an additional lap to go. And Victor Reutz is really starting to put the pressure on early on Vince van der Hollen, hoping that the 130 from Belgium will crack. But last week, van der Hollen was absolutely calm and cool, and then took the BMC title despite the best efforts of Vic van Kampenhout last weekend. Now there's the signal from van der Hollen to Reutz saying, right, we've got company, let's pick up the pace. Let's get away. And that was synchronised, that was the top three synchronised. Heads on a swivel, looking to the right, down the Europalaan. And van Kampenhout is absolutely flying at the moment. He's the fastest one out on track. One minute, .534. Jack Freeman's just gone purple in sector one. Michal Zayak, the 184 from Dan Holland Racing, representing Poland. Fastest in sector number two. We're about to come round the final corner and start lap four. Lap three in the books. Van der Hollen still leads. Reutz second, right on the rear bumper. Third, Chalk. Fourth, van Kampenhout. But Jack Freeman has just broken under the 60-second barrier. The first one out of the field to do so in this race. 59.991. As there goes Jensen Chalk up the inside of Victor Reutz. That's a move that the young man from Wootton Under Edge in the United Kingdom needed to do. And that has allowed Vince van der Hollen to get away. But more to the point, Jensen Chalk is exactly where he needs to be. Third, fourth, fifth with van Kampenhout. Reutz, you've got Jolly in the mix there as well in sixth position. And who is behind him? Michal Zayak. So Zayak now down in what is sixth position. Max Jolly round the outside at turn 6. Great move by the young man from Hunter Motorsport. Jeff Verbeek, in the meantime, rounds out the top 8 ahead of Maria Roberto and also Albert Ferro, who is still running a very competent 10th place at the minute. New fastest lap of the race, Jensen Chalk. But then Jack Freeman's just stolen it away from him again. This is quite entertaining with the amount of drivers that are trying to outdo one another by going quicker than anybody else and putting in the fastest lap of the race. And there is Jensen Chalk up the inside through, and that is the race lead. That is the race lead for Jensen Chalk. Victor Reutz and Vic van Kampenhout all make it through on Vince van der Hallen, who's dropped to 4th place. It was the move that started the chain reaction. Jensen Chalk now leads on lap 6 on the run down to turn 10. Van der Hallen gets back past Van Kampenhout, putting him up to P3. And Jack Freeman definitely getting very, very racy behind Vic van Kampenhout. So who are your bets on, folks? Because this is going to be an interesting one. We still have 4 minutes to go. We are more than nearly 2/3 of the way through this last race of the championship season. For Minimax and Minimax Rookie. But there has been a change at the front end of the field. Jensen Chalk doesn't lead, but he's going to go for it again through into turn 7, side by side with Victor Reutz. And that has brought back in Van der Hallen and Van Kampenhout and Freeman and Zayak. Who would have thought this would be a very much a cat and mouse game? Overtakes that have been carried out have been done very, very cleanly. Reutz now leads this final race of the championship season. Jensen Chalk finds himself in 2nd position. Vince van der Hallen rounds out the top 3. Vic van Kampenhout now up into 4th position, but things could be changing a little bit further back. Jack Freeman has lost out to Michael Zayak. Max Jolly now up into 7th, but more changes afoot. Reutz and Chalk and Van der Hallen and Van Kampenhout embroiled in battle. And at the moment, well, Jensen Chalk has got to be very, very careful. What happens next? So has Victor Reutz, so is Vince van der Hallen. Michael Zayak will be waiting in the wings as the door is open up the inside of Jensen Chalk, but no one took advantage. No one took advantage of that situation, and Chalk still holds on to 2nd place. Meanwhile, the elbows are out a little bit further behind. Jack Freeman has dropped outside of the top 5. Maria Roberto is battling away with the likes of Max Jolly, Jeff Verbeek, Michael Zayak and Vic van Kampenhout. But at the front end of the field, Victor Reutz is on his way, possibly to victory, but there is not much of a gap. Between 1st and 2nd, Emerson McAndrew, Uren, I see you in the chat. Thank you very much for joining us back again. And he's definitely cheering on Jensen Chalk at the moment, who is holding on to what is now 3rd place. Vince van der Hallen has got through for that 2nd position. So 4th at the moment, Vic van Kampenhout. Then also Michael Zayak is still in 4th place. Jack Freeman has now dropped to, unfortunately, 10th place. It was going so well But here we are with 40 seconds remaining on the timer. It looks at the moment that Ryan Rampadanath holding station in 16th place. This might be enough for him to clinch the title in Mini Rookie. But the timer is fast running out here at the home of champions. We will have one more lap remaining, 1.36 kilometres. Victor Reutz, the 176 from SP Motorsport, leads us on to the final lap of the race meeting, and also for Mini and Mini Rookie, the last lap of the season. Michael Zayak now coming under attack from Maria Roberto, who has Vic van Kampenhout, and then Jeff Verbeek up the inside of her. And they get passed through at turn number 4. Jensen Chalk does not want to wait around and hang about in third place. He wants to make sure that without doubt that he will be at the front end when the dust has settled. Through into turn 8, the battle for fourth, raging on like an inferno. And a little bit of a touch between Jeff Verbeek and Vic van Kampenhout. And oh, a big moment that was for Arthur Farrow as Jack Freeman ends up grass cutting coming out of turn number 9. However, we get to the end of the racing season for Mini and Mini Rookie. Out of the final corner, he started off with a win. He's going to end the season with a win. Victor Reutz takes first, second Vince van der Hullen, and I think possibly, your potential provisional Mini-Max champion in the BNL for 2024 is more than likely going to be Jensen Chalk. But what a way to end the season. Victor Reutz, and I've nearly lost, as you can hear my voice, but that is what it means. Victor Reutz has been through the ringer this season and takes P1. Well deserved to that young driver. Vince van der Hullen takes second. Third and provisionally your Mini-Max champion for 2024, Jensen Chalk. Michael Zayak takes fourth, ahead of Max Jolly, who was 11th coming into this race of the weekend. So good job there from the 114 from Hunter Motorsport. And look at what it means to Victor Reutz. There are your provisional results. Reutz takes the win ahead of Van der Hullen. Chalk, your provisional Mini-Max champion for 2024, ahead of Zayak, Jolly, Van Kampenhout, Farrow. That's Arthur Farrow ahead of Albert Farrow, Maria Roberto, Jack Freeman, Leon Herbots, Theo Steindal, possibly that Ryan Rampadanath has provisionally taken the Mini Rookie crown for 2024. Dejan Habits, Tafi Niskanen, Benediktas Masiokas, Jeff Verbeek, Klaus Hans, Plamen Georgiev, and Ronald Venter with Pauline Van Breeks rounding out the finishers. Tristan Nabil's unfortunately retiring on lap 9.